Welcome to DEFCON 3. I'm KT McFarland. The FBI is working overtime, investigating individuals connected with both presidential candidates. The FBI is apparently conducting a preliminary inquiry into the foreign business connections of Donald Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort. And this is coming just days after the FBI Director James Comey disclosed that his agency is examining a new batch of emails connected to Hillary Clinton's aide, Huma Abedin. Well, let's take us through this whole twisted web is Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, retired Lieutenant General, and he's an advisor to Donald Trump, and he's also the former director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. So he knows about classified documents and he knows about investigations. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Walk us through. You know, some people say, well, the Hillary Clinton thing is just sloppy handling of emails.
Yeah.
Is it more than that?
Yeah, it's far more than that. I mean, there's with the current issue at hand, this bombshell sort of thing that came out of the FBI last Friday, you really have three components. So you have Anthony Weiner, who's under investigation for pedophilia.
Right.
You have the Clinton Foundation that is under investigation, and I understand from some friends in the Bureau that there are multiple investigations against the Clinton Foundation. And then the third component is the reopening of the Hillary Clinton email scandal, which really, this is to me is the most important one because this deals with national security. This deals with the disclosure of very sensitive information, highly classified information that has to do with the national security of the United States that she disclosed using an unclassified server. So this 650,000 emails that was suddenly found on Anthony Weiner's laptop, it looks like what the FBI is seeing is that this may tie all three of them together. So you have a guy in Anthony Weiner who probably does not want to go to jail.
Right.
And so you have elements of extortion, potentially. So he may be using this as a way to get out of jail free card. And you may have elements of espionage because the type of person that he is, and I know the threats that we face, whether it's, you know, nation states like Russia, China, or whatever, trying to get their hands on those secrets if they're available. And the other element here, because there's so many, the 650,000, the likelihood that some of these 33,000 that everybody was talking about that are missing,
right,
they may in fact be part of this. But the issue at hand for me, beyond the criminality and the corruption that's behind all this, is the potential for additional national security disclosure of our nation's secrets through this relationship between Hillary Clinton, Huma Abedin, her closest advisor, and her former husband, Anthony Weiner, who is just a disgusting person.
So what kind of stuff, when you say highly classified information,
yeah,
is this secrets about our uranium stockpile and how to make nuclear weapons? I mean, what kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think it's great. So we could be talking about, so in the intelligence community we talk about sources and methods. So we have human intelligence, we might have signals intelligence, things that we collect against other nations,
right,
other leaders.
Satellites or
satellites,
like digitally.
Yeah, all the spy stuff, okay? So all the sort of the spy stuff that people watch on movies, some of that stuff actually exists for real. And Hillary Clinton, using an unclassified system that was the theft of which was easily done by Russia or by China or by others, for national security government purposes at the highest classification. So at the highest classification, this is above top secret. This is sensitive, compartmented information. It's very, very sensitive stuff to our nation. So she could be giving away information that deals with the lives of individuals, deals with decisions that our government is about to make about, Iraq or Syria or the Iranian deal, all these kinds of things. So this is a real big problem because what it does is it gives our enemies, our competitors, an advantage. If they know something going into a meeting, they know our negotiating position going into the meeting, then they know how to negotiate. So this is really bad. So you have these sort of three cases that are open right now: Anthony Weiner, the Clinton Foundation, and a reopening of Hillary Clinton. And then you have the 650,000 that likely have highly classified information. And a lot of this is going to tie this together. So you know, for this thing to end, go ahead.
But then, you know, somebody will say, well, but look, Trump's got problems too. He hasn't revealed his taxes, for example. One of his former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, as I said, opening up, he's now apparently being investigated by the FBI to connections with the Russians. So is this something, I mean, explain to me how that's going to work. Even if Trump is elected, does this investigation into his people or to his taxes continue? Yeah.
So first of all, Paul Manafort was let go by the Trump campaign months ago, and a lot of it, I think, came to light with all the kinds of things that you just asked me about. So I think that issue, and I don't know much about the details of that, honestly. I just know that it's what I see in the news and what I've heard. So it's an investigation, but.
And that should be allowed to go forward.
Oh yeah, it should be. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if he was doing things with the Russian government or other governments associated with Russia, you know, that has to be looked into. And whatever happens, happens. I mean, the legal system in our country is one of the things that we should cherish, KT. You know this. I mean, it is under assault, though. I mean, our rule of law, with the way just in the last couple of days where you've seen the DOJ, the Department of Justice, and the FBI, which is a subordinate to the Department of Justice, they're sort of at ends with each other about, you know, whether they should have done this or not. We have got to allow the justice system to prevail.
I think whatever is happening now is not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's going to take a while.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Former Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, head of the Defense Intelligence Agency and now one of Donald Trump's closest national security advisors.
Thanks
for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching DEF CON 3. And if you want to know anything about your turkey for Thanksgiving, Halloween that used to be, or if you want to know about national security, you go to foxnews.com.